Hey everybody, this week's Torah portion is Parshas Tavo, and in the beginning of this week's Torah portion we find the very beautiful mitzvah of Bikurim, first fruits, which is that when we harvest our first fruits of the year, we have to give a percentage of it to God, which we do by giving it to the Kohen and bringing it up to the temple and giving it to the Kohen. Now, the percent that we give is 1/60th. So we would divide all the fruit into 60 parts. We would take one of those parts, and that's what we would bring up to God. Now that number, 1/60th, is a very interesting number. Why is it specifically that we give away 1/60th? Why not 1/50th? Why not 1/40th? Why not 1/10th, which is what we find by other agricultural mitzvahs? What is the message that God is trying to tell us by telling us to give away 1 out of 60 parts of our fruit? And to understand this, we need to look no further than the laws of kosher. When it comes to kosher laws, we find that 60 represents a complete whole item, which anything else that wants to come in, it is going to get consumed by that item. So for example, if you have a cholent, and a drop of milk falls in the cholent, if the cholent is 60 times greater than the drop of milk, that milk ceases to exist within the cholent, meaning the cholent is so big and important that anything that comes near it doesn't exist. And that's sort of the message that God is trying to send us with the mitzvah of Bikurim. By telling us, I want you to make sure that you take everything you have, divide it into 60, and take away 1/60th, so that you don't have a full 60. What God's really telling us is we should never become so big that there ceases to be existing anyone in our circle of influence that we care about. Meaning, if there's people, there are obviously everyone has people around them and people that they deal with. A person should never become so big in their own eyes that anyone who comes near them gets consumed in their life. We always have to make space and room for other people and keep them in mind, especially this time of year when we're really asking God to keep us in mind. We should make sure to remember the mitzvah of Bikurim and keep others in mind as well. On behalf of Makarave, Shabbat Shalom.